Tonight, emotions are running high in Tell City after the community said a final farewell to Sergeant Heather Glenn.
Sergeant Glenn was laid to rest in the community that she served for 20 years. In fact, the people who knew her best remember Sergeant Glenn as a devoted public servant who knew how to make people smile.
Amazing grace.
Friends and family of Sergeant Heather Glenn came together to honor the fallen officer, saying she was exceptional, not just as an officer, but as a person.
Heather dedicated her life to serving other people. It was Heather's compassion and thoughtfulness that led her to build the many relationships that she had with so many that were fortunate enough to be around her.
People filled the auditorium at Tell City Junior Senior High School. The police chief recalled the times they responded to scenes together, including one that stood out.
Heather called out an open door at a local hair salon.
Because of Sergeant Glenn's love of jokes,
Heather suggested that we each don wigs from the salon and greet the key holder.
speakers recounted how Sergeant Glenn was filled with kindness, often worrying about her fellow officers.
One of her best friends told me that Heather was always worried that something like this would happen one day, and was worried it would happen to one of the guys. And if it were to happen, she hoped it would happen to her instead.
After Sergeant Glenn's casket left the school, it was escorted by officers from across Indiana and the country to her final resting place. People who knew and loved Sergeant Glenn hope she's remembered for her dedication to the force, her family, and to fun.
Even in her absence, Heather has put a smile on many of your faces today. She had such a passion to serve others and spread happiness in any opportunity.
And tonight, the Fraternal Order of Police is asking Hoosiers to display blue lights in honor of those 3 Indiana officers killed in just 2 weeks. You can find other ways to support the fallen officers' families right now on WTHR.com.